10,000 years ago, the Sahara was green. Rivers cut across it, lakes filled its basins. Hippos, crocodiles, and fish lived where there is now nothing but sand. People lived there. They painted what they saw: giraffes, elephants, cattle, people swimming in lakes. These paintings still exist in places that now receive almost no rainfall at all. And then, in geological terms, almost overnight, it was gone. Beneath the sand, the geology tells a different story. Lake beds that once held fresh water, ancient river channels still carved into the bedrock, now buried under meters of sediment. Fossil fish bones have been found in the central Sahara. Hippo and crocodile remains, species that require permanent water to survive, fossilized hundreds of miles from the nearest river. Beneath the Sahara sits one of the largest fossil water aquifers on Earth. It is called the Nubian Sandstone Aquifer. The water in it is ancient, deposited during the wet period, when rain fell on this landscape continuously. Sediment cores pulled from beneath the sand preserve pollen from ancient plants, tropical grasses, aquatic reeds, trees that require significant rainfall to grow. The record is unambiguous. This was a wet, green, inhabited landscape. The Green Sahara lasted from roughly 11,000 years ago to about 5,000 years ago. 6,000 years of wet, living, inhabited landscape. Then the shift came, and it came fast. Earth's axis wobbles over long cycles. This changes which hemisphere receives more direct sunlight at different times of year. Roughly 11,000 years ago, this tilt brought more summer sunlight to the northern hemisphere than it receives today. More summer sunlight heated the land. Heated land pulls moist air inland from the ocean. The African monsoon shifted north, deep into what is now the Sahara. Rain followed. Once the vegetation was established, it sustained itself. Greenland absorbs less heat than bare sand. It generates its own humidity. The rain kept coming because the landscape created conditions for rain to keep coming. As Earth's axial tilt shifted back, the extra summer sunlight faded. The monsoon began to retreat. And then the feedback reversed. Bare sand reflects heat, creates drier air, pulls the rain further south. The collapse by geological standards was rapid. Models suggest it happened within a few hundred years. A landscape that had supported human civilizations for 6,000 years became the largest hot desert on Earth. The same desert is still there, the same geography, the same latitude. What changed was a single variable, the angle of the Earth's axis and the rain that followed it. The world feels permanent because we live inside a single moment of it. But the Sahara was green within the memory of our own species. The people who painted those animals on the cliff walls were fully modern humans, living in a world that no longer exists. The orbital cycle that brought the rains will come again, in roughly 15,000 years. The Sahara will be green again. The question is not whether the world changes. The question is how fast and what we do about it when it does. Hit subscribe. The Earth has been doing this for 4.5 billion years, and it is just getting started.